Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna sew a turtleneck sweatshirt. You probably saw my last video where I sewed the spring jacket, and here it's getting a little bit warmer, so I thought why not making a cute shirt with the collar. It's like elegant but also sporty, which you can wear really easy for the spring or so. I have here this yellow striped fabric which is really sporty. It is elastic in both ways and we have the stripes on it. It's about 1.5 meters which I have here, and this shirt will have obviously a front and a back and a sleeve which goes a little bit longer, so it's not that short. It's almost going like 1/3 down your arm, so that's very comfortable to wear. And you're gonna find the sewing pattern down below in the description box, so just go ahead and check that out. There are also so many more other sewing patterns, so you can just go ahead and check them out. They're all double checked, and you're gonna get always a Beamer document and a PDF, so with a DIN A4, so you can print them out and also use them like that. And for the sewing pattern you can use any fabric you want. It has to be elastic. Don't use any stiff fabric because then you're not able to get in. But if you do have only stiff fabric, that's totally fine. Just go ahead and then put the zipper somewhere so you can come in and out, or on the back maybe, so that's just up to you. You see right here I'm working with the Beamer, so it's just a projector which projects kind of the sewing pattern down. I have this little square which has to be 10 centimeters wide and long. It's really important to have that like this, because if it would be smaller, also the sewing pattern is going to be smaller. And I'm just going to cut everything out, the front, the back, and as well the sleeve. So how you saw, I just cutted everything out. What you're gonna need, you need your front, you need your back. This is obviously into the folding line, so whenever you spread it, it's one piece. And I ran out of fabric again because I used the wrong sewing pattern, so that's why I have here like a little extra. But you just have the right sewing pattern, which you're gonna find down below in the description box in my shop. And also you need your sleeve twice, and make sure to have these knots, so you're just gonna cut a little bit into the seam alone so you can attach them really nice to the sleeve. And then what you're also gonna need, you need your collar. I used about 1 meter for that, and I would recommend you to get at least 1.5 meters, and for the larger size maybe get 170 or something like that. So what you're gonna need, you need your back right here and your front, and you're just gonna attach them shoulder seam. So go ahead, grab your 2 pieces, put them right sides together just like that, and then you're gonna use some pins and just pin that right on there. And whenever you work with stripes like I do, make sure to really have the stripes on top of each other. Also, this pattern is just for elastic fabric, because you obviously have this amount which goes larger, and that's just calculated into the sewing pattern. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sew the shoulder seams right. How you see, I also serged them so they won't come off. You can also use your zigzag stitch, or maybe you just don't have to use it because, for example, jersey is not getting wrinkly. So I'm working here with knit fabric, and this is just also working fine without, but I just wanted it like that. Putting the right sides onto the table, so the pretty side is downwards. And then you take your sleeve, and you do have your marks, for example right here and 2 here, so you have also 2 over there. I'm just gonna pin the certain points all the way around from the sleeve right here, and I always do the mid first, then the side seams, and then over here the curve one. So you see it's now attached all the way, and I pinned just from one side, so I can just now go ahead and sew this piece on. So we have the sleeve on right there, and I'm going to do exactly the same with the other side. It's a perfect one for beginners, and I think it's super easy. So, and what you see, I'm not stretching the fabric at all, and it's really difficult sometimes because it is so elastic. But just follow your marks and then you're gonna be fine. So that's attached as well. Both sleeves are attached, so I'm gonna go ahead and sew all the way along. I would recommend you to try it on because maybe you need it on the neck part a little bit larger, or you need it on the waist a little bit smaller or whatever, or shorter. So that's just up to you. And whenever you try that on and you fixed all these little points, because obviously every body shape is a little bit different. I did measure all the way around and it is 40 centimeters, so I have also a collar about 40 centimeters. It is elastic, which is in this point really important. Also, your head has to fit through this. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to put them right sides together and sew this way along. So I did that already, so we're good with that. And you would have to fold this now just like that. Fold it in half, left sides together, so the pretty sides are shown, and then you can also save that so nothing is moving or whatever. So here's your collar, and that's the back mid, and we need 4 of them, so we put them right onto the other side. We need these 4 points, so we put them on even, then I'm folding that. So we have here as well the 2 points. And these 4 points we're going to put now onto the back mid, onto the shoulder, and also onto the front. So the back mid is where you had the seam right here. So I'm just going to put them right sides on. Then I'm moving to the other seam, to the shoulder seam, and also pinning it right there. And then we go to the front. And maybe that's not going to fit really well, but you have to stretch that, so then it's gonna fit. That's just how we're gonna do work with collars, because collars have to be a little bit smaller so they fit really well onto our neck. You have a little ankle between your chest and also your neck part, so that's why we need that. Save these 4 points, so I have to go all the way around. So I'm laying it just like that onto the sewing machine and just sew all the way around. I'm also going to serge that part. It's a collar right here, and I place them upwards so you can see how it's going to look right there. It's all going to be really fine. I think I'm really liking that the straps go this way and the straps from the body goes like that. And so that part is just done. Now if you like, you can also top stitch it right here, but I'm just gonna leave that how it is. So for the hem, I'm just gonna go ahead and serge all the way around, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and fold that upwards about a centimeter and just gonna top stitch it. And the same I'm gonna do with the sleeves. I'm just gonna go ahead and serge all the way and then 1 centimeter upwards and top stitching it, and then the shirt is all done. So those are the 2 things we're gonna do right now, and then you have a finished shirt.
Every change has a reason, baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop it.
That's the sewing stitch right here. I use just a normal straight stitch. If you like, you can also use a zigzag stitch, but I just prefer that. Yeah, that's just how it's gonna look, and I'm gonna do the same method and the same thing onto the bottom and as well onto the other sleeve. Okay guys, that's it for today. I really hope you liked today's video. How I just said in the beginning, you're gonna find the sewing pattern down below as 2 versions, and you have a size guide, so just go check your chest area. That's perfectly fine then, and I think the sewing pattern is gonna fit you. If not, click now onto the last video I just made, and then I explained what I did and how you can change up sewing patterns. Really interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye.
Baby, let it come to you. Every soul